Hey guys, welcome back to Lisa Study Guides. Today we are going to be breaking down an essay question based on Medea by Euripedes. If you're new here, then welcome. I'm Lisa and I do weekly English advice videos for anybody studying VCE. If you are in year 11 or year 12 and you want to see more of these essay breakdowns, maybe on the text that you're studying, and just other tips based on text response, language analysis, and reading and comparing, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button just down below, and you can hit the notifications as well if you wanted to make sure that you get updates every single week so you don't miss out. Before we get into the essay breakdown, I'm going to tell you a really quick summary about Medea. I'm going to give you the information that will be important for us to know before we actually do this particular essay breakdown. So this is perfect for you, especially even if you're not studying Medea, because I'll tell you a little bit about it just so that you've got an idea. But then when we actually go into the essay breakdown, the type of information that I'll be teaching you is information that you can use for any text that you're studying. So keep on watching and let's go into the breakdown. To cut a long story short, Medea's husband Jason leaves her for the Princess of Corinth, the city they live in. She has sacrificed a lot for him, including leaving her home country and even killing her brother so they could be together. Medea is completely filled with wrath and proceeds to exact the best revenge she can think of on Jason, to kill their own children. She acknowledges that killing his children will be the worst form of pain possible for him, and so she proceeds exactly to do that. Commit infanticide. However, this isn't enough because she goes on to kill the Princess of Corinth and even her father, the King of Corinth. It's very easy to develop an initial interpretation that Medea is a psycho lady who couldn't bear a man leaving her. But beyond this, the play actually dives into the why behind Medea's actions. We come to understand that Medea felt incredibly isolated, abandoned, and felt that a major injustice had occurred. The fact that Jason was a man in this patriarchal society meant that he could behave however he wished and faced no repercussions. Meanwhile, Medea was expected to just simply accept her fate, be docile, and move on. With that understanding, we come to be sympathetic towards Medea, for the society she lived in ultimately drove her to carry through with her cruel actions. Our essay topic today is the play Medea shows the injustices of a patriarchal society. Step 1. As always, we start with our keywords. So for me, the keywords in this essay topic would be injustices and patriarchal. Step 2, we go on to define the keywords. So for injustices, I'd be looking at synonyms like repression, prejudice, discrimination, and unfairness. Patriarchal, this describes a society where males have the power within an organization, and women, on the other hand, are often powerless. There aren't as many synonyms, so I'll probably stick to just using the word patriarchy. Then, once I've defined the keywords, I will head into my brainstorm. So I've actually explored 2 other essay prompts that cover the idea of patriarchy. So if you wanted to go and have a look at those, then I'll put it in the card up above and also in the description below. Now with the other 2, I had rebuttals for them. So I had a yes, no, but, or a yes, no, no. So I didn't completely agree with the prompt. But today I wanted to show you something different. I wanted to show you an essay topic where I completely agree. The reason why I want to show you this is because I want you guys to know that if your opinion is one that solely does agree with the prompt, then don't feel like you have to be obliged to put in a rebuttal. You don't have to rebut a topic for the sake of it. As long as your ideas are solid and you prove your point, then it's no problem at all. So let me show you how. Paragraph 1. Here I'm going to agree with my first solid yes. Medea shows the injustices of a patriarchal society through male characters who fail to take accountability for their actions. My first example for this will be Medea. Medea betrayed her own father, her own family, but she is still the one ostracized and left abandoned and homeless. Jason's shameful betrayal, which was based on ego, self-interest, and self-righteousness, is evidence that her sacrifice was for an unworthy cause. Jason's rationalizations of providing security for his family as a justification for his betrayal illustrate his obliviousness to the lack of honor his actions have, as he never takes accountability for provoking Medea. So that would be my first main example. We'd want to talk about other characters apart from Jason in order to really solidify our understanding of the patriarchal society, but I'll leave that one for you to think about. Paragraph 2. This is my second solid yes. Moreover, the injustice of a patriarchal society is highlighted through the intelligence and cunningness of the women in Medea. So what I want to show in this paragraph is that society is unfair because women's skills and intelligence is far beyond what the men believe. Men like Jason see women as weak and feeble, but we see that our protagonist is no ordinary woman. Through her cunning and secrecy, she's able to manipulate several men to advantage, from Jason, Creon, and even the King of Athens. Through the characterization of a clever, powerful, and devoted protagonist who nonetheless lacks security and social status, the play may be interpreted as an empathetic response to female injustice. And finally, my last paragraph, which is my third solid yes. Euripedes, the author, shows us the consequences of a patriarchal society, a world where we fail to give voices to women. While Jason is able to do as he wishes, women are bound to love one partner and look no further. As a result of the oppression, Medea's response is one with excessive passion, with an anger that sears her heart, and so drives her to exact a horrifically shocking and bloody revenge. During the ancient Greece era, an audience who watched any type of play mainly consisted of men. Euripedes leaves his all-male Athenian audience with this warning: beware of those you oppress. So that's just one way you could go ahead and break down this prompt. I have tried to keep it short. I didn't want this video to go on for too long, so that means that I didn't actually go into as many examples as I would like to. What I recommend is for you to have 2 main examples for every body paragraph. This way you don't spend your entire paragraph talking just about the one character, and you're showing your teacher or examiner that you understand that there's a lot more than just your protagonist or antagonist within this story. There's minor characters that you could draw upon as well. So I want to leave you with that in mind. If you are studying Medea, then I would absolutely love to see you write in the comment section below, how would you break down this prompt and what would your 3 main arguments be? So if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and until I see you guys next time, have a good one. Bye.